Hey there folks and friends, Connecting Dots here, Friday, June 22nd, 2012, 3:08 a.m. Well, not for me, I'm on the west coast here and it's only 12:08 a.m. on Friday. So I realize I don't make very many gold and silver videos. I probably should have. I've been at this for a long time, so I realize there's a lot of new subscribers, so I'm going to clear up here some of the things that have been said recently about gold and silver. A couple of things have been said about me also. Okay, so let's all start back here on May 8th. I uploaded this video here, and if you don't know, haven't seen it yet, I'll leave a link down below. Just click where it says show more, click on there and there'll be a link where you can go see this video. I uploaded on May 8th, and it's basically called Gold and Silver Will Skyrocket in 2012. Got silver? Question mark. JP Morgan has 5 million ounces. Interesting video. If you haven't seen it, I happened to make that video back on May 8th or May 7th, I guess was the day before, and the spot price was $30 an ounce. I realized the price was going down back when I made that video, but it coincided with Mike Maloney's video that he just made, I think it was about a week before, where it fallen down to $30 an ounce. So he tells you folks basically why he believed, we're hitting new lows here and it'd be a good time to jump in because soon after that you'll be already in profit and you won't have to worry about it. I still believe that these are good times, and this video is, clearing up some of the stuff that's been said and also showing you some common sense why things haven't changed. This is definitely a very good time to invest in silver. And as I said, if you haven't seen this video here, go check it out. As you may have noticed here, it says total 127%. How can you have 127% of a commodity used? Well, it's simple. Everywhere else on the pie chart, you need the physical except for one place, the electronic traded funds. So obviously it's oversold in the paper market. Those of us that know about the manipulation, we know it's taking place in the paper market. But that's not about this manipulation. If you want to know more about the manipulation of silver, you can Google the name Ted Butler. Ted Butler. He has a lot of info. That's where I start off, ground zero, a lot of information. Okay, so this is about silver, as I said, and that's the spot price this morning here on the West Coast. As you can see, almost we're heading down towards $26.50. Yes, I still think it's a good time to buy. And, as I said here, let's go back in time. I made that video, it was on May 7th. So if you look straight up here, May 7th, it brings us to that $30 range, okay? And thereafter, as I said, the price was already going down when I made the video. I was aware of that. But, it's a good time to bring it aware. I've done it in the past here. I'll show you when I've made other videos on the timeline. And the price always went down thereafter. What a great time when you think about it. Somebody gives you a heads up and you're deciding, oh, good time to buy. If you didn't buy in here when we got in here in May, was it May 16th here? We hit that low down near 27. What a great opportunity. Unfortunately, I was not at the computer, could not get at it. And isn't that how it happens often, these little lows? If you're not there, you missed out on it, right? But guess what? It doesn't really matter if you bought a little higher or a little lower, right? Because things are going much higher, and I'll get to that by the end of this video, don't worry. I just want to retrace a little bit of stuff here. And in June, did you go there in June? This June, look at, we start off June here first near 27.50. Yeah, we went up a little bit, but we're still tracing in that same area here, 27 to 29, 29.50. As far as I'm concerned, great opportunity. And now let's go back here. So I started this whole thing. I got on the internet. It was back on, in 2007, late 2007 is when I found out the whole stock market was rigged. And gold and silver, as far as I was concerned, everything was rigged. I did not know to the extent gold and silver were manipulated as they are. However, I was aware that they're probably part of that whole thing, that they were manipulated also by the powers that be. And it was in 2008, March 2008, I got on the internet, and I found out then that they were planning to crash the stock market on purpose. in September 2008. Now, if you don't believe me, you can go Google LAPD 77. Did you get that? LAPD 77. Google that. It stands for Los Angeles Police Department 77, badge number 77. He got a heads up from his uncle, high up in the U.S. military, telling him the same thing. They were planning on crashing the stock market in September 2008. So I started telling everyone, my parents, get the heck out of the stock market. Get into gold and silver, get out of the stock market. No one listened. It crashed. Boom. So in 2009 is when I decided, okay, and it was in late 2009, I decided I'm getting out of here. Forums kept banning me because I was joining 2012 forums telling folks, forget about the doomsday that they're selling you on the 2012 stuff. 2012 is all about, it's all about economic collapse, the meltdown of the financial markets. Nobody wanted to listen to it. No, you're nuts, you're crazy. They wanted to listen to Nibiru and all that other stuff, earthquakes, you name it, storms, winds, you name it, you know, survival kits. Didn't want to hear about financial preparedness. Nope. So anyways, I stayed on there and I ended up getting banned. Finally, after getting banned at 4 different forums, I decided that's it. I'm going to start a YouTube channel, and that's when I got on my big horse and started telling y'all, okay, get in there, financial meltdown, go get some silver. I was pumping up silver videos. Now, in 2010, if you folks remember, you're subscribed, June 22nd, 2010 is when I got out there and I said, if you haven't bought silver, get out there now, because soon after the end of June, the price of silver would take off, and it did. August 16th or 19th, we took off, and I said it was going to head up to $600 an ounce. I never said it was going over there overnight, but it kept going up. Do you folks remember? And those of you who are saying, you're nuts, it's going up to 600. Never said overnight. Nothing goes straight up overnight. And even 600 sounded ridiculous. It took about a year later, I think, is when folks started, Eric Sprott and many others were coming out saying silver should be at anywhere from $400 to $500. Made me happy. Anyways, on the London Fix there, we went up as high as $45.83 per ounce. Folks, look, we've gone down since then. Now, if you've paid attention to my silver videos, I've talked about the paper market and how they've raised the margins, what was it, 8 times in 9 days or in 5 days? I can't remember, unbelievable amount of times. You know, all these things to lower the price. Now I'm asking yourself, take a look here, honestly. Look at there is a price right here of $27.50, right here, okay? Let's look over here, can you see? $27.50, I'll come back over here, okay? And what year, when was that? January 2011, okay? Go straight up there. $27.50. Ask yourself, in January 2011, was the world in better condition or in worse condition economically than it is now? It was in much better condition. Things have gotten much worse, haven't they? Globally, financially, can you not tell that there's major problems in the world? So why would you even be concerned of this big pullback? This is a buying opportunity in my books. I'm not saying it's going to drop, it won't drop any lower. There's definitely a possibility. I don't know if we're going to hit 18. I doubt it very much, and if we did, that would definitely be the line in the sand. As far as I'm concerned, that would be the line in the sand. Right, and these days, right now, if we can't bust through lower than, let's say, 25, I think that would be the line in the sand. But this is the way I played. If you bought in at 34, and those of you that did buy in at 34, don't sweat it. Things have not gotten better in the world. I hope you can get that. If you haven't got it, I mean, there's article after article. I mean, here's a quick one. I'm just reading it today. U.S. manufacturing growth slows, labor market struggling, you know, June 21st. It's article after article. It doesn't matter where you look. I'm in, you know, in Vancouver Island here. Vancouver Sun writes about it. Things have not gotten better in the world. This is not a time to jump out of the sell all your gold and sell all your silver. It's time to think about stocking up here. So if you bought in at 34 and we drop down to $24 an ounce, get in there again and buy some more. That's my advice. That's what I would do. That's how I play this game. I'm in it for the long run. I know that this rise is coming back. This little pullback here that you've seen, it's nothing more than what the folks saw right here. When it peaked out and came back down again, they're probably thinking the same thing. Well, the run is over, you know, especially after all those years of almost no movement at all in the silver price, right? They probably, oh, that's it, it's falling back down. No, they're so wrong. Look, there is so much more. Folks, things have not gotten better in the world. They're getting worse. 2012 is the financial meltdown of the fiat currencies. China and India have both signed the largest trade deal. Did you get that? The world's largest trade deal, and they're using gold bullion. I did not break my neck. Those of you who've been following me, you know how last year after radiation crossing Canada, doing a radiation tour, I went out gold prospecting, rolled my truck down the mountain 8 times, broke 3 vertebrae. I didn't do that for nothing. I've gone back out. I've got 2 gold claims now. This is not done yet. Get out there yourself. Don't be a fool. Don't get sold by anyone telling you gold's falling to zero and so is silver. They've never fallen to zero. If you could go back in history in this chart, it's never hitting zero. But here's the truth about paper money, which is called fiat, just like the racing car, the European racing car, fiat. You can go Google that term, find out for yourself. It's only worth something because the government says it's worth something. Those types of currencies, fiat, have always fallen to zero. There's been over 3,678 of them that have fallen to zero throughout history. Gold and silver have never fallen to zero. Don't get caught up in the bullshit on the internet. There's a lot of people lying. They want you to sell your silver. They want to buy it up from you. These are good buying opportunity times. Keep your eye on the spot price. If we hit that 24, gobble her up. If we hit 2019, gobble it up. I mean, come on. Do you really think we're going back down to these days? I don't think so. Those of you who've been paying attention, I've showed many times all the reasons why for silver, God, the second most traded commodity in the world. More patents being applied for consecutively year after year using silver more than any other commodity in the world. That's a present indicator of future demand. I could go on and on. Get out there, folks. Don't hesitate, don't wait. These are good times to buy. Don't get fooled. This baby is not falling to zero. Neither is gold. Things are about to change. 2012 is doomsday. It's doomsday of the financial world is what it is. Take care. Load up.